in Classic GT, so we're happy with that result. No, we had a great day. We did, sidling was a bit wet, so we fell behind the old man, but the rest of the day we picked it up except for Rezarden. I was behind him, I tried to catch him, but threw a power steering belt again, so couldn't catch him. But tomorrow's another day, so we'll keep going, but the car's great. Everything else is perfect.
We went to Kiana, it was fantastic, and we did the sidling. It was good, we caught 2 cars in that stage. We had a really eventful day. On the way home, the alternator decided to shit itself. So we were lucky that we had crew here, we got a new alternator, and we were back in the business. So and that's how our day was.
We did really, really good for us. You know, maybe not against the rest of the pack, but for us, we did a fantastic day, and he drove the wheels off us.
This is about finishing and also it's an endurance event as well. You've got to do a lot of touring kilometres, and you've got to do, and competition is a part of it as well. To finish, to finish, you must finish. You know, to win, you must. To have fun, you must finish. Okay.
Right, so we're just preparing. We put a new belt up. We dropped the belt as we know over Rezarden last night. We put a new one on, and driving it up here today it was fine, but I thought, well, we might try putting a lot more tension on. So that's what we've done. And now we've just got the crew here and we're setting it up. So the boys are here, same as last year, and we think we'll be all right.
Yeah, just looking forward to this run around Georgetown. Should all be good. Just take it steady, and that's what we got. That's what we have to do.
Straight. Give me one more.
We started off extremely well for the first 2 stages before lunch, but then after lunch the old demon came back. We threw another power steering belt, therefore then we pulled over at the end of the stage. I drove it without the power steering. Then we pulled over, put another belt on. It keeps them in the boot now, so we've got a supply of them. We got through to where we caught up with the boys a couple of stages later. We found out that we just can't rev it over 4,000 RPM or it throws the belt, so we're sort of now hanging in there trophy time, which we'll do easily, but it takes us out of the competition until we fix it. Next year we're just going to have to put an electric pump on for sure, so that's what our day's been like.
It's very disappointing. I thought we'd be in a better position by day 3 than what we are at the moment, so I'm a little bit more competitive than Michael. I get very frustrated when we're not getting to where we have to be, but just going to have to deal with it.
Look, it is disappointing because we've got such a good car ready to go. You know, we've broken the sway bar, but that's not a big deal. We have trouble with our intercom. They're just sort of niggling little things that we get through Targa Tasmania because it's an endurance event. But anyway, power steering's a bit of a disappointment. But anyway, we're still going. Look, we'll finish the rally and we'll have a lot of fun doing it.
It was exciting. It was a whole heap of fun. Started off with Moriarty and the speed restriction zone. That was very challenging. We only just made it. And after that was pretty Bloom and all that. They were really good. We had a really good time. Today in Savannah, it was just absolutely, for us, mind-blowing. And Dirk called some really wonderful notes. It's not just a one-person show, it's a two-person show. And you have to work together as a team. And he encourages me to go a little bit harder on some of the corners because sometimes I do hesitate. I do have a yellow stripe up my back, which gets a bit wider occasionally.
He drove the wheels off it. We work well as a team, so we're gelling. We've only been doing it for a couple of years now, and we're having a lot of fun. You know, there's a lot of laughter in the car. In between stages, and during the stages it's all business, and he's doing very well. He gets very excited and he has a telltale sign. When he's driving and it's ordinary like this, then when he gets excited the wings come out, right? So he's like that. So that's my telltale sign when I'm getting nudged that he's having a good time, right? So
what a day. Started early in the morning, did Strawn, I flogged Sun quite easily, and then did the 99 bends up the hill, which was absolutely not suited to this car, but once we got into Mount Arrowsmith, I flogged Sun. Easy as peasy. Didn't have to try. Only got overtaken by 2 cars. How many cars did you get overtaken by?
Two. Only 2.
That must have been in reverse. But then we finished that, fueled up, and I could hear some gremlins in the back of the car. So what we did, we changed the diff in about 30 to 40 minutes. And we missed lunch, and we joined about 4 cars behind Michael and Stacey. The pressure of changing the diff was just really high tense stuff, because I'm shouting instructions because I'm a mechanic. I'm telling poor old Dave over here, the service crew, right, this, that. So it was good. We got here, and it was fantastic.
It was all good on the side of the road. Bit unsure what the hell was going on to begin with, whether it was completely needing the diff change or whether it just needed some sort of seal go in there, but ended up ripping it out, getting it in. You bloody beauty, right? At the end of the day, he's back in it and away we go.
We've had a good day. We started off from Strawn this morning. We put a power steering belt on to do Strawn and Queenstown purely because of the corners, and we got through them in trophy time. Then on the bridge before Arrowsmith, we pulled the belt back off because we knew we were going to lose it. We were going to use the horsepower, but he's right. He beat me by a minute through Arrowsmith. We found it very slippery. I had trouble with traction in the 9s and 10s, so it was cautious. But we still blitzed our trophy time, so that was great. Had lunch and then came out after those 3 dry roads and absolutely ripped it. So luckily for us, we didn't need the service crew. They were too busy trying to keep the shipbox Tirana on the road. But we've ended up a good day. I think we're running 7th in GD Classic now, so stages to go.
6 stages to go tomorrow, and hopefully better weather conditions. So the weather conditions went from one extreme to the other today, which was good for us. 6 tomorrow, we'll get through.
Well, what a successful event we had. Fantastic. We changed that diff outside of township of Ouse in 30 minutes. We had a drive yesterday, and I actually had a bit of a wager with my son yesterday. We had $100 on for 6 stages. And the first 2 stages, I got blown to the weeds by 30... the first 3 stages? Okay. Right, so...
It was the best 3 stages we had.
And then we had $100 on, but unfortunately my son didn't get to the 4th one. So I won the $100, and we had the unofficial Targa party last night, and he gave me the $100 that I had won, but I then returned it back to him. But generally speaking, the effort that Dirk had done for the week and stuff like that was fantastic. It was a really, really good run. It's just sometimes with motorsport, makes you better or worse. I'm not sure yet, but it was all good fun, and I really enjoyed it.
We had a great week. Look, we went right the way through. The last 3 stages, we broke down. Lost a couple of bolts out of the cross member, dropped down, motor tilted over, the extractors hit the starter motor wires and caught fire. So it was quite an eventful last stage that we had. But we did end up getting to the finish line. We went over and got our medallion, so we're really happy with that. In regards to the wager with Dad, it did lift up my driving style. I cracked it by about a minute and a half out of him. And then he did get the 100, but what he doesn't know is that I took the 100 out of his wallet before I gave it to him. So I'm actually $100 better off now.
Only when money's involved does this little Thomas ever lift his game to the next level.
I want to thank Stace again for being a great navigator, as I know Dirk was for Wayne. But the other one is our service crew. 2 boys that were there for the week. They worked tirelessly every night, keeping the cars together. They did the diff. Then they worked on mine at the side of the road. So guys, thanks again. We look forward to you guys coming again, and we'll have another campaign next year.
Cheers.